Hi everyone, welcome to today's workshop. I'm really excited to have you all here as we dive into one of the most powerful techniques in machine learning called ensemble learning. We'll explore how combining multiple models can lead to better predictions and improved performance. Specifically, we will look at what is bagging and boosting. Before we dive in, first let us understand what exactly the ensemble learning is all about. It is a technique in supervised learning where multiple models are combined to improve accuracy. Okay, there are there are two techniques or two techniques falls under ensemble learning. One is the bagging, another one is boosting. What is bagging? Bagging, it's called a bootstrap aggregation. It is also called as a bootstrap aggregating. It trains multiple models independently in parallel and averages their predictions. That is what bagging is all about. And what exactly boosting is all about? In the case of boosting, it trains models sequentially, one after the other, where each new model corrects the previous model's mistakes. Okay, previous model's mistakes. So for example, as part of XGBoost and AdaBoost, the boosting techniques are used. Next, we will take a look at what exactly bagging is all about, how it works. Let's dive into bagging now. So what is bagging? So bagging is also called as a bootstrap aggregation. What do you mean by bootstrap aggregation? So in this case, as part of bootstrap aggregation, what is happening is, right, we are taking multiple subsets of the training data, not the algorithm, okay, the bagging algorithm, how it works is it takes multiple subsets of the training data that are randomly sampled and with replacement, okay. This is called bootstrap sampling, okay. Uh, the as part of bootstrap aggregation, there are various steps involved. Okay, first thing is right, we do bootstrap sampling. What is bootstrap sampling? You randomly sample the data with replacement. And then the second step is you train your model. Third step is you aggregate it. So predictions from all the models are combined. No, you do averaging for regression, and majority voting for classification. Okay, so why bagging is required? Bagging technique is helpful in terms of reducing the variance. It helps to prevent overfitting by smoothing out noise in the training data. Okay, it is used in algorithms like random forest, right? So where random forest, where multiple decisions are bagged together. Okay. Next, we will take a look at what exactly random forest is all about, how it works. As part of random forest, the bagging technique is used. Since bagging technique is used in random forest, it falls under the ensembling technique. So what do we do, or what is happening in the case of random forest? In the case of random forest, it builds the group of decision trees. It builds group of decisions instead of building only a single decision tree. Builds group of decision trees so that it can reduce the overfitting related issues. And other beauty of random forest algorithm is it handles the missing data, and also the prediction accuracy is good. Using random forest, we can train both regression. We can solve both regression and classification. This is another salient feature of using random forest. Okay, now the question is how this random forest algorithm works. What is the internals of the random forest? So, like I said, the random forest is a group of decision trees. In this case, each tree gets a random subsets of the data with replacement. We have how many trees here? 5 trees. And each tree gets the random subset of the data with the replacement. That is called bootstrap sampling. And not only that, right? And also a random subset of features. It takes for each tree, it takes the random subset of the features from your data set. Okay, fine. Okay. So in this case, each tree makes its own prediction, like a different developer giving their opinion on a specific problem. Each tree makes its own prediction. Instead of relying on just one tree, we combine all predictions, the majority vote for classification, the average for regression problems. Okay. So this kind of a teamwork, right? It makes the model more accurate and less prone to overfitting than a single decision tree. It's something like this, guys. For example, you want to go to a movie. Will you ask before you want to go to the movie? So you want to check with your friend about the movie, right? So how the movie is all about, right? Does that movie looks good or something like that? You want to get an opinion about that movie before you wanted to watch the movie. Will you ask only one friend? No, right? You want to ask probably, let's 5 to 10 people. Based on the majority, based on the majority's vote or based on the majority's recommendation, you decide whether you want to go and watch the movie or not. The same way the random forest algorithm works. Instead of relying on only one single decision tree, it builds group of decision trees, group of decisions. Okay. So in this case, what happens is in the case of classification, it goes by the majority vote. For example, you want to go to the movie or not. Okay. So in this case, for example, this tree says no, and this tree says yes. This tree says no, and this tree predicted yes, and this tree predicted yes. So what is the majority here? Yes. Since the majority yes, in this case, you decide yes, I want to go to the movie. The same thing is applicable, right? You can apply the same thing in the case of loan approval. For example, a person by the name of John, right? So based on his given credit rating and the income and various other factors, your decision tree, each tree predicted with different class level. And finally, the majority vote, it goes by the majority vote. Your random forest algorithm predicts whether John is eligible for loan or not based on the majority. Here, the majority is yes, hence it will say the model will predict yes for John. That means you can approve the loan for John. Okay, how exactly it works here? So in this case, each tree randomly subsets the data with replacement. Each tree randomly subset the data with replacement. Not only that, and each tree, it randomly subset the features as well. For example, in your data set, you have 15 columns are there. And right, so in this case, what randomly it choose the subset of the features. It will not, each tree will not use all the features that are available in your data set. This is very important. Instead, it randomly, for example, in this case, it took only 3 columns or 3 features from out of the 15 features that are available in your data set. And similarly, here also, it randomly subsetted the features, but there will be an overlap. So even in this classifier or the decision tree, the age is the feature used. But the same feature may be used in other classifier also. But along with that, you can see some other features, the number of child and total child, which are not there here. The same thing is applicable when it comes to data set. In this data set, let's say in your data set contains the values 1 to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each tree, it randomly subsets this data. So in this case, 2, 8, 6, and 10. These 4 values were subsetted by this tree. And the next classifier, it randomly subsetted the values from this data set. So 1, 3, 5, 7. And the next tree, if you see here, it randomly subsetted the values 1 to 5, 7. So in the each tree randomly subsets the data with replacement. There is a overlap. For example, in this sample, 2 is there. Here also 2 is there. This is called replacement. The same value can be reused across the trees or any one of the trees, okay? Any one of the trees. So it randomly sample the data with replacement, that is called bootstrap sampling. And also it randomly sampled the features for each classifier. Okay, so in the case of classification, it goes by the majority vote. In this case, we have 5 trees are there. Of the 5 trees, the 3 trees predicted yes. That means, right, this person is eligible for loan. In the case of regression, as I told you, random forest, using random forest, you can solve both regression as well as the classification problem. In case of any regression, for example, housing price prediction, they said this are the decision tree predicted something like 1.2 crore and 1.1 and 95 lakhs and let's say 1.08 crore and here it predicted 1 crore. It takes the average of all the trees predicted housing price. So this is how it works for regression problems. It's pretty simple, right? So in the case of random forest, the bagging technique is used. Okay, bagging technique used. To summarize, the case of random forest, it takes multiple random samples, and then it builds the decision trees, and each tree makes a prediction. And then it takes the majority vote for average as the final prediction, okay? So that is what I mentioned. Take multiple random samples and build relation trees, and then each tree makes a prediction. I take the majority vote for or average the final prediction. Okay. Hope you're able to follow me.